new from Disney everyone's talking about.
Zootopia.
I think this is our stop!
Where the hippos wear suits.
What?
A rodent commutes. And sloths can't compute.
We are in a really big hurry.
I feel the need for
Speed?
lunch.
It's one of the best animated films ever.
We need to acknowledge the elephant in the room. Francine, happy birthday.
Disney's Zootopia comes home on Blu-ray and digital.
Welcome back to Animal Wonders. A while back I did an how-to on how to get a smaller bird to step onto your finger and stay safely perched. Well, we had two follow-up questions and I'd like to tackle them now. The first one was asking how you would handle a larger bird like a macaw, and the second one was asking how do you handle an aggressive Amazon parrot. I've had the exact same questions. There are so many species of animals out there, and within each species there's countless personalities. It's almost impossible to give advice without seeing the animal's behavior first. So I'm going to do my best to give some general advice and ideas on certain situations. First question was from Hybrid Herps. You can read the full question here. You can pause it if you want to, but the basic general concept was, how do I handle a larger bird? So I would feel uncomfortable with one finger with a larger bird. I would offer multiple fingers or a palm up or my arm to stabilize their heavy weight and large feet. The idea is similar to a small bird with a single perch. You're going to move slowly forward and approach your arm, palm, fingers, perch right even with their chest. If you're very comfortable with your large bird, macaw or cockatoo, go ahead and move that perch all the way up to their chest. If you're still establishing a trust bond with that bird, you want to present the perch and wait for them to show signs that they want to step onto it. The main sign of the bird wanting to step up is to raise their foot into the air and offer it like this without pinning of the eyes. If they lean towards you, maybe with an open beak, remove your perch and try again in a moment. Remember, you can't make a macaw do anything that they don't want to do. Now, they could just be grouchy, but if you haven't, it's on your relationship. Build it up. Feed them. Talk nice to them. Feed them when they're out. It could take time. It took Joy and I about 8 months to establish our trust bond. Yum, yum, yum. Delicious. Second question from Laughing at the Dark. Here's the full text right here. Basically, how
I have another this morning. They're probably going to do some drilling. So I'm going to try to get this entire vlog done before that, because I don't think I'll be able to speak properly for the rest of the day. I'm going to do something that I've been putting off for a while. Look at this mess. All right, let's get into this. You know, I haven't done mail time in a while, and the only reason is that the cleanup is such a huge pain in the ass that I keep procrastinating to open all of these boxes. Dear Casey, you can use these wonderful candles to eliminate the weed smell that's always everywhere. I really like the name of your candle company because if you remove the R at the end, Beamer turns into Beam. Dear Casey, my name is Caitlin Smith. I'm from Columbia, Missouri. Missouri? Dear Caitlin, thank you for these lovely presents for Francine. She has a lot of toys. She doesn't have a little pink dragon. To Casey, a father of vlogging. That's nice. Aloha, Casey. My name is I live in Honolulu. Isaac, thank you for these cookies and stuff. I love gifts. I don't even think you want anything. You're not even asking me to sell anything. Follow Isaac on Beam because Isaac just seems awesome. I love just gifts. I can't find the letter, but there's an empty Coke bottle, an old CD, and some Micanites. Thank you, I guess? This is very heavy and not very well packed. Dear Casey, huge fan. Thank you. Alright, thank you for this Chinese English Holy Bible. You know, I have a lot of things. One thing I don't have is an English Chinese Holy Bible. And a 2-liter bottle of what's either iced tea or human urine. Thank you. What is this? Holy smokes. Spiritual use only. Thank you. Woo. Thank you. These are like some sort of hippie cigarettes or something. Thank you for these holy smokes. Ugh. Don't smoke. Hi Casey, I'm a big fan from Finland. I love Finland. What is your name? Sebastian. Sebastian, thank you for all of this awesome Finnish candy. God. You know, no matter what shows up here, it's always candy that makes me the happiest. Parenthetically, my dentist appointment is in 41 minutes. Red box. Did you see where the note went? Oh, wait, maybe this is it. Hava Media says hi. Okay, thank you for this tiny little Beam notebook and a teddy bear and all the other stuff, whoever sent that to. Oh, wow. This is a survival kit. There's a fish hook, some matches, some string, 2 nails, and a bunch of other weird stuff. I feel like this is the kind of thing you would keep drugs in if you were inclined. The best mail time packaging of the year to Michael, who made this with a functioning flag. Nice work, Michael. I almost don't want to open it. I'm not good. I don't even see a letter in there. Dear Casey, this is promotion. This is a shameless promotion of the durable One World Football, a soccer ball that will never need a pump. Okay, this is awesome. Look it. These guys make this like bomb-proof soccer ball for kids in developing countries. It's there. Thank you. Dear Casey, here's a token of my appreciation for sharing your craft. My wife Julie recently ran into you in Central Park and tweeted this picture. Huh. With all respect, sir, you have an attractive wife. Okay, let's see what's in the little package. Cufflinks with a little camera on them. Oh, hell yes. This is what I was hoping was in here. Alright, Parrot. Thank you for this drone. I'm gonna fly this. This is awesome. Alright, this will be the last package because it's too big not to open. And look at that spray paint job. Come on. This looks expensive. Yo Casey, I'm Jay-Woo. Jay-Woo, awesome name. I design and manufacture filmmaking gear. I'm sending you one of our most popular shoulder rigs, Jag 35. Dude, thank you. This is awesome. Between this and the drone, I feel like vlogging is about to be stepped up to a whole new level. It is time now for me to go to the dentist. Remember what I was saying? I haven't done meal times, so I don't like cleanup. Ugh. I hate the dentist, I hate the dentist, I hate the dentist, I hate the dentist. I'm getting a root canal. This is gonna hurt so bad. So I didn't know I was getting a root canal when I came in, and then he said I needed one, and I was like, can you just do it right now? So, yeah, okay. Ready. I have a root canal. I don't think I'm gonna vlog, so I'll be back tomorrow with more vlogging. I wanna go home.
Do you know your exact life purpose? You know your destiny. I'm going to show you 3 ways you can figure it out. I'm also going to give you, people are always asking me, I'm here in the backyard, they're asking me for like a little crib style tour, so it's a pretty cool house. I wasn't born in Beverly Hills, I was born in the not so good side of town, but, and not too long ago I was sleeping on a couch in a mobile home, $47 in my bank account. What I'm going to show you 3 things today, what my mentors taught me, which helped me, you know, it's a lot cooler life I have now. This is a 56 door house, got I think 18 bedrooms, 16 bedrooms. It's pretty cool. I'll show you, I'll give you this little, got my soccer court here, soccer field, mini soccer field. My favorite thing is basketball, tennis, basketball, can play 24/7 here. And you know, if you're trying to figure out what to do, maybe you have a job that you like, or maybe you feel stuck. I read that 85% of people don't like their career. And that all comes back to this question of what is your destiny? You know, this is the gym. Make sure you stay in shape. Found that to be important. All the money in the world, all the success in the world doesn't matter.
YouTube is a hub of the weird and wonderful. In the past, we have looked at who turned into killers and also some of the most unexplainable videos on YouTube. In this episode, we take a look at some YouTube videos of mysterious disappearances of people. Number 5. Lisa Holm 13. This creepy case comes from Sweden. Lisa Holm was a 17-year-old girl who went missing in 2015. Lisa was from Skövde, located in southern Sweden. She went missing on June 7, 2015 after leaving her workplace at a cafe in Lidköping, Gothenburg. After she didn't return home, her parents grew increasingly worried and contacted authorities. After news spread about her disappearance, the case became one of the most publicized disappearance cases in Swedish history. Over 900 people volunteered to search for her. On June 12th, she was found dead inside of a barn. Portions of her clothing had been removed and tape was placed over her mouth. The autopsy had showed that she hadn't been sexually assaulted. 13 days before she disappeared, on May 24th, 2015, a video was uploaded to YouTube titled 13. The channel's name was called Lisa Holm. The video is only 11 seconds long and simply shows a countdown, possibly counting down the days until her death. It's eerie because she actually went missing 13 days later. Swedish police claim that the video has nothing to do with her murder and that it's completely unrelated, so it could possibly be coincidental, or the video could have been titled something different previous to the murder and then changed after news spread about it. This could also explain the channel name. Many suspects came up during the police investigation. This includes a Swedish biker gang and an international sex slave trade. In the end, a man was finally arrested for her murder. The 31-year-old by the name of Marius Balvikus denied murder, but forensics showed his blood on Lisa's clothing and also found his semen inside the barn in which her body was found. His lawyer claimed that he masturbated in the barn days before the crime, and this is why his semen was found. However, the final verdict saw him guilty and he received a life sentence. Number 4. Talika Patrick's final videos. Talika Patrick was a doctor from Brooklyn, New York. The 30-year-old went missing in Kalamazoo, Michigan on the 5th of December 2013. The whereabouts of Talika was a hotel located in Kalamazoo. CCTV footage showed her taking the hotel shuttle bus to the hospital in which she worked at. Her car was also at the hospital. A few hours later, 911 calls came in which reported her car in a ditch about 40 feet off the highway along Interstate 94 near Porter, Indiana. The official FBI report goes as follows. Dr. Talika Patrick was last seen on Thursday, December 5, 2013. After completing her shift at work, Dr. Patrick successfully tried to rent a hotel room in downtown Kalamazoo. She was then dropped off by the hotel shuttle driver in the parking lot at Borgess Medical Center. Later on that evening at 10 p.m, her vehicle was found in a ditch with a possible flat tire. Dr. Patrick's belongings were found. This includes clothing, a wallet which contained her driver's license, credit cards, and a small amount of cash. Dr. Patrick didn't report into work the next day. December 5th was the last time she was ever seen or heard of. A month before her death, Talika posted several videos onto her YouTube channel. In one of them, which is in a vlog style, she is talking to the camera but keeps referring to a mystery love interest of hers. She also posted tens of thousands of tweets which were directed to a gospel singer called Marvin Sapp. Marvin is a gospel singer who is currently senior pastor of a church in Michigan. It's believed that Talika may have been stalking Marvin as he had issued a protection order against her months before her disappearance. Police had found out that videos and 20,000 tweets had been directed to two men, one of them being Marvin. After investigating Marvin, police had found out that Talika was a member of his church but had her membership revoked as she began to send him revealing photos of herself. Police concluded that Marvin was simply a victim of stalking and had no connection to her disappearance. The second man is yet to be identified. On April 6, 2014, police announced that they had found a body in Lake Charles in Indiana. The body was identified as Talika. An autopsy had showed her cause of death was drowning. As of today, her disappearance still remains a mystery and her family has offered a $10,000 reward for anyone with information to the case. Number 3. Kenny Veach disappearance. Kenny Veach was an explorer who went missing in November of 2014. Before his disappearance, he made several comments on YouTube claiming that he had found a cave located near Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada, Las Vegas. He claimed that the cave had an aspect to it and claimed that his body began to vibrate as he came closer to the entrance of the cave. He claimed the closer he got to the cave, the more his body began to vibrate, so he became scared and fled from the scene. Curious commenters challenged him to go back to the cave and film it. He accepted the challenge and went back to search for the cave on October 17th, 2014. This time, he took his camera with him. He filmed his adventure, but this time he was unsuccessful in finding the cave. He uploaded an unsuccessful attempt onto YouTube, which
Who needs a grocery list when you can see inside your fridge from your phone? With the Samsung Family,
which led to commenters discrediting.
Well, here I am on my hike up here in the mountains north of Las Vegas. This is a canyon I just walked up in. Now you can't tell, but my truck is way out there by the mountains at the very end of this valley. It's kind of like a big canyon. On the other side of these mountains, I'll show you in a second, is the bombing range, the Nellis Air Force bombing range. They do a lot of practice stuff out there. This is an old mine, and there's a hole here that just goes way down. And then the last time I came up here, I hiked up to the top of what they call Gas Peak, and I spent the night. It was a 2-day hike, and then I hiked all the way down to another valley over here and went past this mountain range you see on my right, all the way back out to the flat desert. Now, the camera doesn't pick this up very well, but it's a long way, and I just romp around out here, do some solo hikes, and have some fun. My mission today is to just do a 1-day hike. It's about a 10-hour hike or another ridge, and then go all the way down a crevice. It's real narrow and gets kind of scary. Looking for a cave that I found, and I didn't have a sidearm when I was here before, and something about that spooked me. Out of all the caves I've ever gone in, this one just made my body vibrate. The closer I got to it, the crazier my body felt, and I was like, all right, I gotta go in there right now, but I'm coming back someday. And I talked to some people on YouTube, and I told them, hey, I'm coming out here, you know, because they kind of called my hand on it. So I don't know if there's going to be anything to it, but it might be interesting. If I can find it, I got to relocate it, and this is a big mountain range I'm in, and I'm on foot, you know. My truck's way out there. There's no roads, there's no trails. It's a pretty rough terrain. So hopefully I'll find it. It's shaped like a big M. It's a big cave that looks just like a gigantic M, and it's about as tall as I am and kind of narrow. This area is that I'm in, it's kind of a weird thing. It's been out here forever. I mean, there's no roads, there's no trails. This thing, who knows how long it's been out here, and I have no idea what they were digging up, but it looks like some of the rocks are kind of rusty, so it might have been some kind of ore. This is kind of iffy. I'm going to step on this thing. It's very old, but I'll just show you down inside that hole. It goes way, way, way down in there. Let me see if I can... that's pretty far. That goes way down in there. If you fell, that'd be it. You'd be a goner. It's a long way. So anyway, on the other side of those mountains, they're not that far away, but they're pretty good distance out there. On the other side of those is where I'm going to be popping out after I go over this. See, there's this little canyon I got to go down. I got to go over this mountain, and then I drop way down this mountain into a canyon, and I head off in that direction. I just go that direction, and that's west, heading towards, that's Mount Charleston, that big mountain out there. That's the Mount Charleston range. And then excuse me, I got flies all over the place. And then, so I'll be heading down behind this mountain over here in a little canyon that gets kind of scary because there's all kinds of cliffs and stuff. And then hopefully I'll find that cave. It's like back over there somewhere, but down on the other side of that mountain. And then I got to walk all the way along this whole gigantic range on the outside of that mountain. Because I came down this valley, you'll see this valley, but I'll be out there where the desert's flat. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. I'll be way, way, way out there where the desert's flat. And then I got to walk all the way down, all the way back to way out there. And then I got to come back up and find my truck. So it's going to be a long time. The sun might be down by the time I get I started at 7 o'clock, but I'm thinking the sun might be down by the time I get back to my truck. But the great thing about it is I have a big cooler full of beer waiting for me. It's going to taste so great because I didn't bring a whole lot of water and I only got like one candy bar to get me through, but I like roughing it that way. So I slept up in these mountains, and it's pretty high. I think that's about, it's like 9,000 feet up there, and it's the camera just doesn't do it justice. But I slept on one of those peaks. I think that's the peak I slept on, and then I came down in the morning, and it took me quite a while to get out of this mountain range. And I walked almost all the way back to the highway, and my girlfriend picked me up. So it was a long trip. I was pretty wore out and beat up. But that's what I do. I'm out here having a good time. So I'm going to hang it up, and hopefully I'll find that cave. If I find the cave, I'm definitely going to set up my tripod over here, and I'm going to go check it out. So you'll see me with my gun in hand and my flashlight, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be freaked out like I was last time. Who knows? A mountain lion in there, and it was just my sixth sense talking to me. I'll catch you later. Talk to you in a minute. Bye. Alright, I'm back. I had to show you this. I'm almost to the ridge that I'm going to be going down, and I came across in October. I don't normally find these in early October, but when I first started this hike down there's no pine trees, there's no juniper trees, there's barely any bushes. There's a lot of cactus, and slowly but surely I run into juniper, and then every now and then I run into a pine tree. I'm in the middle of these pine trees up here, and just came across these, and they just opened and dropped gigantic sweet pine nuts, or pinion nuts, I call them, and they are all over the place. And they're so sweet and delicious. There's flies all over. They're everywhere. They're just laying. It was a perfect time to find them because they're just laying all over. I'll spend about 20 minutes just walking around and collecting these, and I'll put them all in my bag. And when I get home, I'll have a nice treat. And this is the kind of food that saves your life. If you're up here and you got nothing to eat, and you come across this, just start picking them up and eating them, man. They're delicious. Who cares about dirt? If you're dying, grab these things, man. They're free. They're delicious. This is a treat. And they're really big. Look at the size of those, man. They're great. Even the nut is sweet. Look at that. They're perfect. There's so many of them. So I'm gonna wander around. I don't like taking them from this because you get the sap all over your hands and it's sticky like crazy. But look at that. All over the place. So I'm going to fill my pockets up. These things are expensive. You go anywhere in the outskirts of Vegas or in Vegas, if you can find them in Vegas, and they'll charge you $10 for a bag, sometimes $20 for a bag. You know, just a baggie. And I'm here picking them up free. And they're giant and they're delicious. Wow. Oh, perfect. Get to this one. Well, I'm leaving it in the dust. Oops. And the canyon's getting a little more narrow. It looks like it's blocked off, but I can squeeze through that. It kind of turns into like an S, but it just keeps on going. And then there's lots of little caves, but they're not the kind of cave I'm looking for. It's deep and it's dark and it's shaped like it's shaped like the letter M. So lots of little caves and stuff along here, and it's about level with the ground, like right like in an area like this. So I really got to keep my eyes peeled because I don't want to pass it. You know. And then there's caves like that. You know. I'm not going up there. And there's caves. There's actually caves all over the place up here. It's a really cool place. If you want to come spelunking, this is the place to come spelunking, man. Canyons galore. I must have passed 3 canyons already. Here's a little canyon, or a crevice more like it. It goes on up in there. It's kind of cool. I like going up in stuff like that because that's where I find my skulls, you know, off the beaten path. Not that this is a beaten path. Very, 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 very few people come down here. Did I say enough varies? So I'm gonna off again, and you can see that I'll be coming down here and going like an S. I'll be zigzagging back and forth here, and it'll be getting skinnier and taller, and then I got to do some cliff descending down some cliffs. They're not too bad though, if I can remember right. I still got a ways to go before I get to the opening where I step out into the desert. And I have not seen the funny looking little cave, but I did see a rock cairn, so somebody has been down here. Another adventurer like myself. So here's where it comes to an area where I might have to do a little climbing, I think. Yeah, a little bit of drop off. I should be able to scale down these bushes, but not with my camera. So, bye-bye. Well, I'm in the canyon, and I haven't found the cave, but look what I did find. He's way up there. I don't know how close I'll get to him. Look at him. Wow. He is big. Look at the horns on that. That's why I love coming out here. You never know what you're going to see. Oh man, he's looking right at me, and he probably hears me talking. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I'll try to get another shot of him. Whew, how cool. Well, I did not find the cave. So weird. I mean, I thought for sure I was just going to be able to find it. I remember it being fairly easy, who knows, but the canyon there, I'm just now coming out, and now I have to take I don't know, I think I got about 3 more miles to go. Whew, what a hike. There's next to him. So he's pretty good size. I'm walking around right now. So see you later, tortoise.
Hey, what's going on? Sean here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. Like my second video I've ever done. Never been a big YouTuber, and the first video got a bunch of attention. I think about 4,000 hits in the first month or so, and I think I have about 114 subscribers. Super cool. Thanks for subscribing. But if you are watching this video and you haven't watched Kenny Veach's last video that he posted, which is M Cave, I would really suggest you watch that one first as well as my first video, which is titled MK Follow-Up. If you don't watch this one, won't really make a whole lot of sense, and you might kind of spoil yourself. So do that first. So hit stop right now, go watch those, come back. All right? So to talk, I filmed the hike with a camcorder and my iPhone. I had trouble putting all the shots into one program to edit them. That camcorder is a little old, out of date. So I ended up re-recording some of the camcorder shots with my iPhone off the computer screen. You know, playing the camcorder shots on the computer screen and re-recording it. Super ghetto. I know, you know, edited, posted. I felt like I'd taken too long already. So bear with a little bit of background noise, shots, and the quality for the camcorder shots. Okay, so to give you guys an idea where we actually are on these hikes and where Kenny went missing at, I want to show you guys this map. Okay, so here's Las Vegas, clearly right there. This is north. Okay, these are the mountains. These are the sheep. This is the sheep range right here. All these mountains here. So how you get there is you take 95 out. There's 95. Take it out, and there's a Corn Creek Visitor Center.